Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. What an incredibly frustrating hockey game to watch tonight. The Edmonton Oilers on Saturday night on Hockey Night in Canada had a 3-1 lead on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Connor McDavid scored a beauty. Matthias Ekholm, his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler. Immediate response after Toronto made it 1-0. Ekholm ties it up. Connor put him up 3-1. They had this game well in hand, well under control. Toronto had probably the more of the momentum, had more of the chances. They were leading on the shot clock, but it was 3-1 in the second period, and then just a series of just plays that absolutely cannot happen. Ryan McLeod, Vincent Desharnais, Darnell Nurse, three massive turnovers in a row. Leafs scored something like 4 goals. I forget what the stat was like. Three of them were in 2 minutes and 59 seconds. They get another one on the power play. Boom, just like that. A 3-1 Oilers lead, and they're down 5-3. Leafs make it 6-3. Oilers 6-4. Empty netter finishes it off. Toronto Maple Leafs with a 7-4 victory tonight. After such a huge game against the Boston Bruins the other night, they were down 2-0 in that one, found a way to come back, get a huge victory over a team that doesn't lose, and they were looking like a team that could take down Toronto for the second time here in as many weeks. The Leafs are an excellent team this year, and give them credit. They came all the way back and clawed their way into this one, and they took this victory right away from the Oilers. And yeah, guys, it's an incredibly frustrating game to watch. The reffing was absolutely atrocious tonight. I We've seen some bad officiating, but the officiating that we watched tonight, I couldn't believe. Like, they didn't want to officiate the game, it seemed. Like, everything was getting out of hand. McDavid and Matthews went to the penalty box together, Evander Kane and Michael Bunting, I think it was. And then when they did call penalties, they were completely out of whack there. The Leafs had 5 overall. The Oilers do finish with 3 power plays on the night, but they get 2 of those power plays towards the end of the second period, or towards the end of the third period, I should say. And by that point, they got 1 goal there to get them back into it somewhat to make it 6-4. But you really felt after that second period that Toronto had just taken over the full momentum of this hockey game, and it was going to be incredibly difficult for the Oilers to find their way back in. They could have in the third period. This team has the offensive firepower, but they just didn't seem to have it tonight. Just a series of everything pretty much working against them, the officiating working against them. They weren't doing themselves any favors either. Like I said, they were getting outshot. Toronto carried much of the play. Matt Murray, I really felt, was a goaltender that was there for the taking for tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. They had a pretty low shot total going into the second period. I think they were between like 9 and 12 shots and already had 3 goals. So if they had managed to find a way to get in the offensive zone, get some pressure on Matt Murray, I really think the Oilers could have really let him up tonight. I mean, with their limited chances that they had, I mean, they got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third, but they didn't just. At the end of the night, they had a decent amount of shots. Let's check what the final totals here were. Yeah, it finished overall 38 shots for Toronto, 27 for Edmonton, so it wasn't a complete blowout there, about just over a 10-shot difference. But in the end, the Oilers just weren't getting enough rubber on Matt Murray, and I really think, like I said, this was a goaltender that was there for the taking if the Oilers could have found a way to get things going, but Toronto just carried most of the play. They won out in the face-off percentage, 54% to 46 for the Oilers, and like I said, 5 power plays on the night for Toronto, just 3 for the Oilers, and 2 of them coming really late in the hockey game there. Oilers barely out-hit the Maple Leafs 23-22, but overall, guys, officiating settled this hockey game. Oilers massive turnovers, like I said, 3-4 turnovers in a row. That absolutely can't happen. It was just a complete series of unfortunate events that completely collapsed the Oilers in this hockey game here. A 3-1 lead in the second period. I mean, it's the NHL, it's hockey. No lead is safe, but the Oilers have to find a way to somehow keep control of that hockey game. They played so well defensively against the Boston Bruins, an even higher powered team that I'd say the Toronto Maple Leafs are, and they just let it completely fall away from them tonight. The Maple Leafs big dogs came through: Mitch Marner, John Tavares, Austin Matthews, and there's nothing more frustrating than watching those guys just tally up the points on a night when you really want Connor McDavid to be doing it. And he did get a couple tonight, like I said. But overall, guys, just an incredibly frustrating one. Just want to put this one in the rearview mirror, forget about it, move on to the next one. And it's an unfortunate setback after just an incredible performance against the Boston Bruins. And just to come back with this performance tonight, like I said, it's frustrating. So I think that's all I got to say on this one tonight, guys. But let me know your thoughts on everything in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'll see you soon.